Hi, welcome to the Commercial Gas Engineer channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I can't do it without you, so I appreciate all your support. In this video, I want to talk about qualifications, getting as many qualifications as possible and which qualifications are relevant, and I'd like to hear your opinion as well. There are many people that have got plumbing skills but don't have any qualifications. First, I started out in 2006 and enrolled on a plumbing apprenticeship doing 2 days a week at Tottenham College. Partly government funded and partly paid for, so I paid for some of it, but there are many courses at colleges that are free. You could do like evening classes. I'm not sure if this one at Tottenham is free, but there's a strong chance there is. I also taught plumbing at West Herts College as well, so check that out as well, as if you're over that way. But wherever you are, check your local college if you're not a fully qualified plumber and do your level 2 and 3, especially if it's free, and try to enroll on an evening course. Another training centre that I went to was called Empower in Waltham Abbey, but go to whichever centre is nearby you and also contact them first and get a good breakdown of where to get your qualifications from. Do remember the courses are going up in price year after year. If you're a plumber and you want to get into gas, try and get your core elements. So that's your domestic first, and then get some time served as a domestic engineer, and then go for your commercial if you can. So the domestic can be quite expensive. I think it costs more than the commercial. I think it can cost a few thousand. I don't know how much the basic is. Let's have a look on this website here, how much it costs. Let's look at gas ACS training and assessment. So do check around because different places will charge different prices. So here's the core, and you have a few appliances here. It's not too bad. The cost of it might be some of the best money you spend in your life. So that's not too bad. I'm not sure how long it takes. So this is reassessment. So this isn't the course you take from new. So it could cost quite a lot. Once you get that, the next step could be your commercial. So now you're a plumber and a domestic engineer. You can look towards doing commercial. Worcester have got two branches I know of. The one up north in Worcester, heading towards sort of like Birmingham and over that way. And then there's one in West Thurrock. So here we go. I recall paying £800 about 5 years ago for my commercial ticket. Now it's gone up to almost 900. So it's not gone up much, but it's probably the best 800 to over £1,000 I've spent. Obviously, you've got to pay for hotels and things of that nature, time off work, but it's good. There are other places where you can go, so do look around which one is best for you. I do recommend, if you're a domestic engineer, I think that it's a no-brainer. I do find it very difficult to believe when I meet domestic engineers who do not want to take the step and become a commercial engineer. I just can't. For me, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever that there's such a shortage of commercial engineers, and this is not even. This is like under £1,000, and it opens up a scopes of work understanding that I find it. I couldn't imagine not becoming a commercial engineer now. Before it was exciting and so on, but now I can't see any other way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing some domestic work still when you're a commercial engineer, but the scope of works that it opens up is just unbelievable. And I find it so hard to believe that there's over 100,000 domestic engineers in the UK, and I don't know, maybe 5 to 10,000 commercial. I don't know the exact number of commercial, but there's very few, and yet all these domestic engineers do not want to become commercial. But nonetheless, it makes them more of a demand for people such as myself, or like yourself if you're a commercial engineer. Supply and demand, but still take that step if you're a domestic engineer. Next, after that, once you become a commercial engineer now, majority of engineers do not have their size 1 pipework, so they can test up to 1 cubic meter squared. Majority of commercial engineers have that. I think 9 out of 10 can, but maybe 1 in 10, I'm just guessing here, maybe 1 in 10 can test up to 1 cubic meter of gas and beyond. So I think you need to make sure that when you become a commercial engineer that you're able to test the bigger buildings with, not necessarily bigger buildings, but the larger gas pipe size. So get your size 1 to make you stand out among the crowd. Now, the next thing is gas boosters. Once again, just like the size 1, the majority of commercial gas engineers do not have booster tickets. So get that to stand out among the crowd. So these tickets aren't expensive, but it allows you to work on gas boosters with that peace of mind and insurance, and also that knowledge. So get this ticket. Okay, so you've got your boosters, you've got your size 1, you've got your commercial ticket, your qualified plumber, you may even have other trades under your belt. F-gas is worth the investment. Okay, you can go on your F-gas from anything from about $1,500 to $2,000 or so, and try and get your category 1, your F-gas category 1 certificate. It depends if you're working in HVAC or not. I mean, in terms of, are you working with air conditioning or are you just working on boilers? But it opens up many more doors. There's a lot of FM companies that want you to be able to do AC work. So get your F-gas ticket so that you can work on AC. And basically, this will open up more doors for you. It's worth it. It's a very good investment. You'll make your money back from that grand or so pretty easily. Guys, let me know how some of this is working out for you. Some of you may have some of these tickets already, and let me know how it's going for you, the doors it's opening. And also it can open up other doors abroad if you want to go abroad and do work. Some of these qualifications are international. Okay, next, do you want to become an electrician? And by the way, let me know of good training centers you would like to recommend that you've gone to and you think they were great, where you actually learned some. I'm just mentioning I have been to and so on, or been recommended to. I'm just mentioning some to you. Okay, another training center for electrics and for other things of that nature is Able Skills Dartford. And there are other places, but for electrics, they have a home studies course. Electrician courses are also free at times. So before you decide to pay, there are other courses where you just have to, there's a waiting list sometimes, but check out your local college and they may do an evening course for free. So if you've got flexibility and time to get to these courses, go for it. There are free courses out there. So you can become an electrician at your local college and get that ticket under your belt. And you can get your 18th edition, etc. if you want. So look about doing that. Upskill. There's no need to stop. You can keep learning if you have that drive to do so. So this one here had a reasonably priced course for just over 4,000 for level 2 and 3 in electrics, and it's got a sort of online study course, and you also do have to go in either on weekends or during the week. But check out courses and let me know as well of other places that you would like to recommend to study your electrics, and if you are an electrician as well. Okay, now you have got loads of qualifications. You may want to also get your LPG and possibly oil if you are out in the sticks. That is necessary for the firm you're working for. You don't have to. You can also go about getting a CS gold card if you're a site worker. And the next card I've heard about going for is the CS black card. This is also another string you can add to your bow. The black card, CS card, demonstrates your competence as a manager within the construction industry. Okay, the next is Riello. You can get some experience on burners and oil and gas burners and so on, and hop onto one of their training courses. Book it. Based, I think, near Cambridge in the UK. Contact them and see if you can get onto one of those and find out which one is appropriate for you. Then there's New Way Burners as well. They're based more up north if you want to jump on one of their courses in sort of like the Birmingham area. You can also go for that. Riello and New Way are the main burner manufacturers in the UK. There are other burner companies such as iShab and EcoFlam. And there are BMS courses that you can do as well. Go on trend courses. Sky's the limit and the world is your oyster. You can really study a lot more, especially if it's beneficial to you, if you feel it's going to help your career. You can also do an engineering degree if need be. So let me know how far you've gone in your studies, how far you're planning to go, or if you're planning to stay stagnant, or if you're planning to keep advancing. And let me know how it's going for you, how you found studying and training and what you think about it in your career, if it's helped you, if it's not, or if it's opened up doors, etc., or if you've gone abroad with it and worked in other countries, and whether the qualifications were transferable, things of that nature. Let me know your experience and what training centers you would recommend going to, wherever it be in the world or in the UK. I know majority of our viewers on this channel are in the UK. I know there are many in Australia, many in the US, India. Let me know where you are watching from. Okay, thank you for joining me. Until next time, keep studying, keep advancing in your trade. Bye.